You're sitting in your Manhattan office when the first plane hits. Through your window, you watch the North Tower burning, smoke pouring into the clear September sky. Then the second plane strikes. The phone rings. It's your sister, her voice cracking, saying she can't reach her husband who works on the 94th floor. 3 weeks later, you watch the president address Congress. He names the perpetrators, Al-Qaeda, sheltered by Afghanistan's Taliban regime. You're a Marine reservist, and you know what's coming. The next morning, your unit activation orders arrive in the mail. October 2001. You're on the tarmac at Bugram Air Base, still under construction, dust coating everything. B-52s roar overhead toward mountain targets. An intelligence officer briefs your unit: find Al-Qaeda leadership, eliminate Taliban control, prevent future attacks. Simple objectives. You believe it will be quick. By December, you're patrolling Kabul streets as Afghans celebrate the Taliban's fall. A vendor gives you fresh bread, still warm. Children wave and ask for candy. The Northern Alliance soldiers you're working with smile beneath their puckholes. You think maybe this will work after all. March 2002. Your unit searches caves in Tora Bora, but bin Laden is gone, escaped into Pakistan, intelligence says. The mission shifts. Now you're helping rebuild schools, roads, police training. You wonder when you'll go home, but orders keep extending. One more month, then another. 2006. You're back for your third deployment, and nothing looks familiar. Kabul has new construction, but the Taliban have returned. Yesterday's patrol ended in an ambush. The Afghan army soldiers you're training are good men, but half don't show up after leave. Your friend takes shrapnel in his leg from an IED hidden in a market stall. 2009. President Obama announces a surge, 30,000 more troops. You're training Afghan National Police in Helmand Province now. Your interpreter, Rashid, worked with Marines for 6 years. He shows you photos of his daughters, asks about visas to America. You promise to help with the paperwork, but the bureaucracy is impossible. 2011. Bin Laden is dead, killed in Pakistan. You watch the news on a laptop in your barracks. Other soldiers cheer, but you feel hollow. You've lost friends here. The Taliban still attack every week. Afghan forces you've trained control maybe half the country. What exactly did you win? 2014. Obama declares combat operations over. Most troops withdraw, but you're part of the residual force, training in counterterrorism. The Afghan government controls cities while Taliban own rural areas. Every provincial governor you meet has a backup plan and money in Dubai. You see the writing on the wall. 2017. You're a contractor now, triple the pay to do the same job. The Afghans you work with are exhausted. They fight well, but casualties are brutal. The government is corrupt, phantom soldiers on payrolls, equipment disappearing. You brief visiting senators, but they don't want to hear that we're not winning. Nobody does. 2020. Trump signs a deal with the Taliban in Doha. Afghans aren't even in the room. The agreement sets withdrawal for May 2021. Your Afghan army partner, Colonel Ahmadi, asks what it means for him. You don't know what to tell him. His son is applying to Afghan National Army Officer School. April 2021. Biden delays withdrawal to September but commits to leaving. Intelligence reports land on your desk. Afghan forces might last 6 months to 2 years after U.S. withdrawal. You file them. You've seen optimistic predictions before. They're always wrong. July 2021. You're at Bagram, overseeing the final equipment withdrawal. The base emptied in the night without telling Afghan commanders. You watch looters strip what's left. Rashid, your old interpreter, finally got his visa approved after 14 years. He's one of the lucky ones. August 13, 2021. Taliban fighters enter Kabul. No resistance. The Afghan army, 300,000 strong on paper, dissolves. President Ghani flees with millions in cash. You're at the embassy burning documents, smoke rising from barrels in the courtyard. The compound phone won't stop ringing. Afghans who helped you, begging for evacuation. August 15, 16. You're at Hamid Karzai International Airport. Thousands of Afghans mass at the gates, waving passports, papers, phones with proof they helped Americans. Shots fired to control crowds. You pull people over the wall, interpreters, contractors, families. The crush is suffocating. You have to choose who lives. August 26th. You're processing evacuees when the blast hits Abbey Gate. 13 Americans dead, over 150 Afghans killed, body parts everywhere. You keep working through the blood and screaming because planes are still leaving and people still need to get out. There's no time to process what you're seeing. August 30th, 2021. You're on the last C-17 out. Through the cargo door, you watch Kabul disappear. On board, 800 evacuees total, sitting on the floor, silent. You left thousands behind. Colonel Ahmadi isn't here. You lost contact with him 3 days ago. Rashid made it, clutching his daughters. September 2021. Taliban fighters parade through Kabul and captured American Humvees, carrying M4 rifles you helped distribute. They declare victory against a superpower. You're in a Virginia office now, helping process refugee paperwork. Your phone buzzes constantly, Afghans still trapped, begging for help you can't give. The numbers: 2,456 American service members dead, 20,000 wounded, 70,000 Afghan soldiers and police killed, 50,000 civilians dead, $2 trillion spent, 20 years. Taliban back in power, women banned from schools and work. Your friends died for what? You still can't answer that. You think about Rashid's daughters starting school in Virginia, about Colonel Ahmadi, whose fate you'll never know, about young Marines who believed in the mission because you told them it mattered. The war is over, you're home, but part of you is still standing at that gate, trying to decide who gets pulled over the wall.